Howdy. How's it going, everybody? Okay. So, halfling. I love the halfling. That's one of my. Actually, the halfling druid was the very first character I made in EverQuest back in the day. So, we're not doing the halfling tonight, but when we do, it'll be awesome. But right now, what I wanted to do real quick, or what I had started doing, was I just wanted to take the poll that we have and just kind of reorganize it for my own sake, because I'm a visual person. I just wanted to see it in let's just do this. Damn it. It's weird that StreamerBot didn't make a whole hubbub when you joined chat there. Were you chatting? Do I have it? I don't have that turned off right now, do I? Let me just reset it real quick. Reset. There we go. Making sure it works. Okay. And how's it going, Whitechapel? How you doing? Sorry, I'm like not doing cool shit right this second, but okay. 20, 21, 22, 20. Is this everything? I feel like I'm missing one here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That doesn't look like 12. What's this? Interestingly, the ogres are on the bottom there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What are we missing here? I didn't have these turned on. 50 deep elves, so they're at the top. 7. I'm surprised humans are so high on the list there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. How's it going, Pattis? I'm just rearranging the poll here by the highest votes. So I wanted to see. My brain is dumb and it needs to see it. Smart to do the biggest and smallest races first so you can get the scale. Yeah, exactly. That's why we did it that way. Even though apparently the ogre is the least popular, interestingly. I wonder if that's changed. I wonder if that'll change once we get, you know, all the models out and stuff. I want to see how this changes actually. That'll be interesting. So that'll be fun when that happens. So okay, so and again, I'm surprised at humans being the third on the list. That's interesting. So here, I'm just gonna take a little screen. Actually, let me turn this off first. Where could I post this? Random, I guess. I don't know. Put it. I'll just save it. I don't know. I don't know who else wants this, but race healer 1. And I'll just stick it in the downloads for now. All right. Okay. Boop a doop. Get rid of all this. And human is the vanilla flavor for races, so it's probably not too out of the ordinary. Everyone can relate to them since they're all human. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. And I always, because like I like try to not play humans when I can because I don't know, it's just kind of boring for me. But I guess, you know, I figured some people have like D&D characters or something that they like to kind of recreate in actually needed to open Photoshop. So here's the gnome concept that we got right now. This is what I'm gonna make tonight. Since we have the ogre and the human in there. If you guys didn't see Sean's stream earlier today, you should totally take a look at the VOD of that at a later date, because you're too busy hanging out with me right now. More people will roll ogre when they see those starting stats. Yeah. Hey, Drodrick. Drodak. Sorry. Ogre did like look pro. I wanted to play an ogre in EverQuest, but I just didn't like the model. Like it bothered me so much. So I'm glad that the ogre in our game is cooler, and I totally play an M&M ogre. So first thing I want to do is get rid of all this. Zoom his ears, something like this. Just cleaning this up real quick. Quick and dirty, because I wanted to throw it into Zbrush or whatever. It's not flip the canvas. There you go. this is obviously a mess, and it doesn't need to be perfect for what I need it for. That should be fine. So let me save this as a PNG. I think. Yeah, PNG. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how things change when we have all the models done. People can see them. See if that changes any opinions on what they want to play. Depends on how stuff kind of translates from concept to 3D and stuff. Alrighty then. I think I have a gnome already. I'm wondering if I want. Let's see. I might want to I think I might redo or take the latest version of the human that we have. And I'll just apply all of this. Oops. Oh damn. That's how you clean up a mesh off of a rig real quick. Okay, so this guy is the proper. I think this guy should be the proper scale, but I might make him bigger. In Zbrush, just because. I like the slenderness of the human model. Not a fan of everyone being a bodybuilder. Yeah, it's I thought that was actually something that like kind of bothered me about the Luckland human when they redid that, because it makes sense for a fighter, but like it felt weird to have such a buff wizard or something. I didn't really care for it, but it didn't matter too much because I didn't play human anyway. Selection only is what I want. Should be fine. And import. Okay, cool. That's the same size. Interesting. And what is the scale? I need to pull up the race list. Here's the whole oh damn, I should open this in Photoshop so I can just move stuff. Here's the complete lineup of all the races we're gonna have in the game. So we have our gnomes here. Let's just grab them. I'm gonna move them over here to the next to the humans, and they're about a little higher than knee height. So that means this guy is too big. Interesting. Isn't that fun? Think how small these guys are going to be in game. It's crazy. So it's about that high. And now I can finally get to importing the reference. And the reason I made the background black on that one was so that it's a transparent in Zbrush here. So where do I want to put this? Is the question. Let's put it about here, and then I can still see it, but it's not in the way. Okay. So I'm going to turn off the human for now, and then the first thing I want to do is actually break up this into little bits and pieces so I can easily move stuff around. Punt. I feel like there's going to be significantly less gnome abuse in our game because Sean is such a fan of the race, so he'll protect them, which is fine. I don't particularly have an opinion toward the gnome abuse, but I'm totally down to beat up some dwarves. So okay, so let's do this. And we'll go down to 200 for everything. Oh, that's too low. Well, it should be fine. You toss dwarves though? I mean, whatever gets the job done, as long as they are in pain. I liked all the in EverQuest, all the like the dwarf corpses and stuff. I laughed out loud. I was just like, ha ha ha. And whether or not that was just me RPing or me having something against dwarves, I'll leave up to you guys. It's a mystery. I didn't have time to make a new I should have made a new voice line for Sean's pocket thingamajig, but I didn't have time. I've been busy lately with work, so it's been hard to get away with working on things on the side. Noted. Put dwarf corpse by any Zukan NPC. Okay, dude. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. That'd be awesome, actually. That would be yeah, like yeah. I agree. Half dwarves hanging on meat hooks in Grob and Eric. That's exactly what I'm referring to. Yeah, those were the bee's knees. Okay. So I want his feet are gonna be here. Let's move the head down. And it's gonna be wider. Save that position. Oh fuck. No. Opacity needs to come down. Oh. make that scale that better in a second. Let me just get everything kind of roughly positioned here. I don't really know where the pelvis is on this. I'm kind of guessing. So. Torso. Can I have a belly? Where's the belly? It's inside that. Come on. What am I doing here? Wait. All right, there's your gnome. Boom, done. That's interesting. Interesting shapes we got here. Those feet.
Hi guys.
Hi Sean, how's it going? Oh, you tricked me. You guys. It's got kind of halfling feet. It's like a cartoon character. You're hoping that he was going to say make it chunkier, huh? I know what's up. Okay. Oh, that's cool that the emote shows up in my chat. Nice. I think this kind of belly section I have here might be kind of the pelvis area as well. It's an interesting shape. Interesting. It's got kind of a squared off face as well, similar to the ogre. I need to start making stuff higher poly already, I guess. Hey Zin, how's it going? Working on the Gnome player model right now for our game. What are you doing? That list of dungeons was really cool. That's something that I'd been meaning to do. I found it kind of hard to like figure out what's what sometimes. Hey Goblin, how's it going? For the concept, there's some parts that like I'm looking at. Oh, I guess there's kind of a pelvis there. The legs, like, yeah, I was just trying to figure out what's going on here for the legs and stuff. But taking some time to learn some more Unreal Engine 5 tonight. Oh, cool. I think I need to make these feet forward. Damn. Love me some Unreal Engine 5. Get on my PC real quick. Get out of here, helicopter. I didn't, and draw on some screenshot. Yeah, I was working on my own game in my spare time, which I don't have a lot of in Unity, but thinking about swapping to Unreal Engine 5. Pattis is a big fan of Unreal. He knows that better than Unity. Hey Pattis, if like switching to Unreal was on the table, would you would you want to do that? Just out of curiosity, I'm not like trying to propose it. I was just curious if you think that would be a good idea. Oh, I would be all over it. Wish we were using it for Eminem, at least from the art side of things. Lumen lighting is so nice. Yeah, that is one thing that like even my inexperienced self recognizes, that Unreal has better lighting. So get out of here. Here's a front view. Nanite is also crazy efficient, but wouldn't be necessity for what we are doing. Yeah. One thing that I've noticed with the with the materials and stuff, it's kind of been bugging me is there's kind of a weird I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like a fuzziness to the texture, like that. It looks like it's like kind of cloudy almost. It's like obscuring the texture, sort of. And I've been trying to figure out how, like, what kind of settings I can mess with to kind of clear that up. But I have not figured it out yet, so. Oh, damn. Let's do 400 on this. I must be like, the scaling on this must be kind of nuts because I'm using such high numbers already. Trying to move that, but without moving the image. Alrighty. He's probably gonna have a bit of a tom, I'd imagine, or not like a crazy one, but like. Send a screenshot on Slack, but also it comes down to, I think the legs are just gonna be longer. Okay. Okay. Let me download this image. Where's the, oh, I can't download it because you like what's this push thing that you keep using on Slack? I can't download it directly from. I'll just use it in the browser, whatever. There. Okay. See through. Oh, got my other stuff open still. See through. Let's move it a little bit and then back face. And then push the groin in a bit. I might just crop this. Okay. pelvis higher. So, let's grab the pinchy brush. Pinch brush is an underutilized tool, I think, sometimes. How much of a belly do you think they're gonna have, Goblin? Trying to like, because he's very like rectangular right now. I'm just trying to like find ways to round that off a bit so it looks a little bit more natural. Okay. He had it right before actually, but they are definitely probably boxy little creatures. Okay. I'll just kind of roll with that then, I guess. This is, I mean, this might be a quick go on this guy if, I think I need to move up some of this stuff because he needs to have, like, if we're going to use the same texture stuff, I'd like to try and get it so that, it's got all the same body parts kind of spaced out reasonably so that it's something we can actually, you know, line up the UVs and stuff too, but we'll see. Boxer. Maybe lessen the broadness of the shoulders. Looks like dwarfish. Yeah, I think it would probably look cooler if it were more vertical. I don't know if Goblin's gonna yell at me for that or not. I don't know, let's just see what it looks like. Merge down. Yeah. bit of geo face there. Turn this down way. That feels pretty good. When in doubt, overlap them. The concept, I think you could probably even be more boxy though. I can make it. I can box it out a little bit better when it's a little bit higher poly. Maybe. Yeah, I'll definitely do that and see how it looks. Just give me a sec to kind of get everything sort of in a spot. Oh no. It kind of looks like handsome Squidward now. Oh no. Where's my damn standard? Handsome Squidward, no. Gnomes are natural chads, that's okay. And where'd the ears go? I need to... Oops. I want to extract a little piece of this with 0 thickness. Oops. Come on. And then I'm going to geometry Zbrush. Start about the bottom of the nose. Yeah. Just move this up. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of lag there. That doesn't look right to me. Let's do that again. Delete. And let's move this down a little bit more. now I can make this thicker by going to edge loop and poly loop. It just adds some thickness to it. Cool. I'm already looking pretty good. He looks like a sad raisin in the face, but he's overall he's he looks like a thing. That's good. Definitely needs some more work here, but we got time. Need to hide these arms, they're getting in my way right now. And I'm going to merge these two pieces. So that I can kind of work on this. That gnome booty. He's stacked, as the youth say. I don't know if that's what the youth say. I don't pay attention to the youth. So, what do they say? Thick? It's a thick gnome. What do the children say? I ponder. I think I need to get rid of one of these shoes. Get out of here, shoes. So that I can get a better sort of one going here. Hey, thanks for the follow, Reggie's Philben 666. Regis Philman. Oh, I got it. A little slow there. Regis Philman, is that? I assume that's right. I think I've heard Sean talking to you on his stream, so that's how I deduced. So here's the question of the night. We have the ogre and the human, and they both have the naked skin texture, and their body parts are modeled as a naked thing. But the gnome here has some pointy feet, and the question is, do I model it with the pointy feet, and then there is no naked gnome? The naked gnome is like kind of the casual clothing, because that's kind of how EverQuest did it, and that was kind of what I thought we were doing. And it sounded like that was what kind of Sean was trying to get at too, but I don't know. We haven't really pushed that yet. There hasn't been a lot of discussion about it, so I'm kind of wondering what to do with this guy particularly. Can I rotate these? No. Where's the feet? Foot. Regis Filmon, yeah, just noticed you were streaming, sorry. Or I would have turned on early. No worries, dude. It's all good. I'll be here. You can watch the VODs and stuff if, for those who can't make it, it's fine. I don't always get the Discord alerts for some reason. Did you, I guess it's, I think I only get pinged in the Monsters and Memories one. Sometimes I post in the A Loving Robot one, but I don't know how many of those people care about that stuff or whatever. So. I think we can even have the pelvis even higher and the foot at the base even taller. Gnome time. I would model them naked. Okay, so no pointy feet then. Check out at the thread tag in. I don't really check Slack when I'm recording or rendering or streaming, I should say. Oh, 6 days ago, 1 minute ago. What? Yeah. I don't know how I missed this thread, I guess. Why are we doing loincloth style nude instead of base layer cloth? Thing like for the monk armor, blah blah blah. Yeah, that part makes sense. Just curious. That's a lot of reading I don't want to do right now. Let's see, this is just the last part, I guess. Naked without it. When you die, you spawn in a robe. Can you the summary, I guess. Basically, I think model him naked. Okay. Good to know. Would model naked, always wearing pointy socks, even naked. That would be pretty hilarious. Whitechapel. I like that idea. The naked gnome still has socks, and the socks are pointy. I like that. I think we should. Well, we'll have to try and pitch that to. He always needs traction. That makes sense. He's got to. He needs traction so that he can jump on the back of the ogre. I think if we pitched that to Sean, he'd probably go for it. I think he'd be on board. I'll have to trying to keep this guy kind of square shaped because that seems to be the direction we're going in here. I mean, both of them, I think. I get them sometimes, and other times I don't. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Maybe I should. I guess I'll just post somewhere as well when I start streaming next time, or just from now on, so that people know or something. So I can't rely on those bots, man. They're out. They're out. They got it out for me. Gnomes derive their powers from their socks and our family heirlooms. Do you think the gnomes? Wait, what? If from that episode of what was it? South Park. There was those. Were they gnomes that stole the socks or the underwear or whatever it was? Or was that? Were they elves or something? Underpants gnomes, yeah. So I think having these guys have underwear. No, I like the socks. That's actually a really funny thing, but that might be. I don't know. We'll see. Feet are very complicated. I am sorry. I'm focusing. Underpants gnomes. Yeah. Mirror. Okay, I'm gonna throw this guy in T-pose. Do I want to do that yet? I think I'll flesh out the arms a little bit more first. Didn't I have... I had like some neck geo too. I think I deleted it or something, but I'll just make some real quick. Do the old extracty wacty.
Howdy.
Howdy. Hey Nick, how's it going? Good. Gnome is looking nice. Yeah. Thanks, man. It's coming along. I think. Yeah, it needs. How much of a neck does he have? Do you, yes. I feel like this head needs to be a little bit higher because it's a little weird on the way it's connecting right now. Maybe I just need to add more to this underbit here. Running around old zones in P99, I have found things I never saw before. I'm wondering if you guys are going to put in a strip bar like Neriak has. Oh, I'm sure we will. You want to run around a game that has stuff that you've never seen before, even though it's like super old. You want to look into Vanguard. I played that game back when it came out, and a little bit after that as well. And then when the emulator came out, I ran around that for a while, and I'm still finding stuff I'd never seen before in that game. It's really pretty crazy the amount of stuff they have in that game. I've lost some of the shape head here. I should try the emulator. I played with Pattis for a bit at lunch. Heard about that game so much, but never crossed my radar. when it came out or something. I wanted to play it. I don't know why, but yeah, definitely makes me want to try out the emulator. Yeah, you guys could definitely try out the emulator. It's, you know, free and like it's way easier to install than the P99 thing. And like it's not like fully working yet. They're still you know, putting things back together, but it's, you know, functional enough to have some fun with it. We actually did some raids, or not raids plural necessarily. We did raid a little bit of APW recently, just to kind of mess around and test some things. It's definitely worth a look though, for sure. It's one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game. Looks kind of he's looking kind of orky. Like it's either orcish or goblinish right now to me. At least just the face, the head. So we need to maybe need to get rid of this bit here. I bet that's not helping. Do you have to grind to level, or are there GM commands to level up in Vanguard? Currently, since they're still, you know, in like a pre-alpha kind of situation, players do have access to certain things, certain commands like that. So you can set your level, and you can, you know, give yourself a bunch of money. But I think that's it. That's all you guys have access to right now. Oh, and you can like teleport yourself around. There's like a /rift command. You can teleport yourself to like different chunks or different locations, I should say. Zones, I guess. If you're not familiar with the terminology in Vanguard, there aren't really zones per se, like in EverQuest. There's like a section of the world is like sliced into a cube or a chunk, and so each kind of zone is a chunk, and so you can use a command to teleport yourself to all the different chunks in the game. Hey Belfaster, how's it going, dude? Sorry I didn't say anything immediately. I was finishing my thought. Needs the crazy Doc Brown hair. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, definitely him being like a bald little thing right now is not, and without a beard or any sort of facial hair. So once that's in, I think it will help a lot. Actually, I could go ahead and add a little something here. Not 4,000. Let's go. It will look less goblin as soon as you get the goblin next to him. Yeah, I think any sort of hair and stuff will also help a lot. And skin color, yeah. I mean, I could add skin color right now. I really felt I needed it. I think we can do without it for the moment. Oh, cool. Thanks for that person guy. I don't know how to delete that post. I thought links were banned from. I relaxed my chat bot. And this is what happens. Cool. Thanks, Nick. I don't know how to mod stuff. Yeah, I'll mod you as well. I can just do it in um Twitch chat. I just do /mod. Okay, then you should have it now, Goblin. If I did it right. Okay. No, don't clear all. What? Let's see. What did I miss? He's entered the Matrix. A bunch of age spots all over his head. I only got to see the stream for a few minutes today before I got spirited away into meetings, but the models looked really good. The ogre human. Yeah, it's really cool seeing him in game and moving and all that. So exciting to get more stuff in there. It's kind of crazy how quickly we're like getting through stuff, but I guess like some of these just like adding assets and stuff like this is one thing, but like getting it working, you know, adequately, and stuff in game, and you know, getting the various types of stuff working and all that is another thing, I think, and that'll could be a little bit more time in that side and all that, but it's cool. Like, definitely the amount of kind of progress we're making right now. A lot of fun. Lots of fun. Take my strong hand. I got that reference. Those movies, like, it's weird how the movie industry just jumped on those sorts of stupid little a bandwagon of shitty movies like that, spoof movies. But I guess that's what they kind of do, right? Like when the superhero stuff came out, like they just went all in on that shit. So the amount of progress has been so damn exciting. Seeing this all come together is pretty cool, especially because these concepts came together relatively quickly. Yeah, you kind of like just showed up and started pulling stuff out of your hat. Today has been a long day for Eminem. Yeah. You know, it was a lot of fun doing the dungeons and stuff with you guys today. That was kind of the first time I was really able to like hang out the whole time without having to, you know, run and do work stuff. I'm really looking forward to when we do like an all team member get together or dungeon run or something. I wonder if I dynamesh this, what resolution is going to be at? We are at 13,000 right now, so that'll be one. I don't know. Let's do 0.5. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that went up significantly. 0.1. Still quite high, but that's better. So that's like 2,000. So if we do 1500. That's good. So that's what I want to set stuff to. The scaling, when you dynamish in Zbrush, it kind of like scans the geo and kind of automatically retopologizes it in like squares, not like normal like good edge flow quads, but like it just slices it up in a grid formation, kind of whatever like works. So the topology is crap, but it's like a quick way to kind of clean up some stuff sometimes. It's definitely really good for when you're kind of at this point in the sculpt that I'm at right now. But the kind of there's like different like resolutions that you set it to, and the kind of like what size that resolution is on the actual mesh is dependent on the size of the mesh in the world space. And so I think right now the scale is kind of weird for this right now, and it's causing some weirdness with the resolution of the Dynamesh. And there's like some way to fix this. I don't remember how to do it, but I don't want to mess with it right now, because that'll be a whole rabbit hole. I'll figure it out another time. Elbow knees. Elbow knees. Oh. What? Knobby elbows? Oh. Knobby elbows. Are you requesting knobby elbows, or are you just commenting that the elbows are knobby? There's no context to your statement. Don't know what's going on. Making fun of my elbows? That's not cool, bro. Yeah, I've interpreted the elbow criticism or the critique through the 2 words sentence. Good. I'm glad you're satiated. Is it like, it makes me feel good when, you know, I make the thing and everyone's like, this is exactly what I wanted. or whatever, or something to that effect. Just not like the feeling, you know that, I'm sure you know that. Most people know that feeling of like, what's the word that I would use to describe that feeling? Oh shit! Get out of here, brush palette. Just like pride in one's craftsmanship, I guess. Like I'm a big on that. Doesn't look so good. I'll make those refine stuff later on. Still kind of getting the general shape of stuff. I don't want to like get stuck on what the fuck? I don't want to get stuck on one area too long just yet. I go up to 1,000. So that was not 1,000. And then I just kind of blip. Just a little blip here and there. Get this particular shape for the deltoids. Deltoids? Yeah. What? There we go. Okay. How to do. Do you guys think the gnome should have a badonkadonk? Like, what if I just went like this and said, "All right, Sean, I made it chunkier, like you said. And then we could get like, we could put bones on that, and it would just like get some wobble physics or whatever when he walks. He's just like. Blah, 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 blah.
Hi guys.
No, you didn't get it. You didn't get it, Squishy. Ah, that's unfortunate. That would have been great. Ugh. Kardashian gnome. Hey, Squid Pasta, how's it going? It's gonna have a kind of squared butt. Okay, these are both at 1,000. I could probably, let's try and merge these down together and just kind of blend it. Oh, I did the wrong one. Son of a... It's fine. At some point tonight, I'm gonna have to either switch to Blender, or we're just gonna go crazy with this one, and then I'll just do the boring retopo stuff later, because I don't know if anybody really cares about that part. It's not fun to watch, I think. Hope you add his sound clip from earlier today to the sound bank. Yeah, I didn't have time to do it. I'm trying to remember what it was now, though. I don't remember what it was. I'm gonna have to go through and watch the whole damn what you call it, whole damn stream again, and maybe there's some other stuff in there too I can grab. I am pro as. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. Now that I remember that, I might be able to find out where it is in the stream better. I need to write that down or something real quick, maybe, so I don't forget. I don't even have a pen on my desk. Let me write a little note on my phone. Last 20-30 minutes or so. Yeah, I remember. I think it was at the end somewhere. How we doing? How far off is this? I've made I dropped the shoulders down at load, and the shape of the jaw is not right. Move this up to 1,000 also, and then might do some resolution on this actually. I still want hell in the world. Okay, well, I'll write that one down too. Do you remember what day? Where's the music note? Tuesday? Okay. So today, yes, today's and last Tuesdays. I need to grab those and add to my sound bank. And let's see. Arms and torso. Put that in a folder. New folder. Test. Always call it test. That's how you know. Wait, is this not transpose set? Is he not gonna let me mask these? Well then. Guess that works. All right, so, and for reference, if anybody missed it in the beginning, I have the human, so this is the human model that's currently in game. I think we're pretty solid on the scale of him. So just for reference, this is actually, that's a little bit small, I think. Because I think we were talking about it being a little bit higher than knee, so this guy may be a little bit small now that I'm looking at it. Where's my folder? Test. So let's put everything in here real quick. Transpose that. Let's make him a little bit bigger. Because, yeah, it's just like, just above the knees, the top of their head, so, yeah. Yeah, so this is the scale of, this is the scale of the gnome compared to the human. And then the ogre is, I penned a sphere. Just imagine this is an ogre here. I messed up the... Just pretend that's like an ogre or something. Ogre's like something like that. So maybe, yeah, it's about that. Maybe a little bit smaller, but so yeah, the gnome is going to be really small. Actually, I wonder if it'd be worth to open. Come on. Do I have an idle animation on this guy? I think it's, yeah, I don't really have one. I don't have the actual thing. So if we just apply this. Export. Yeah, so this is what it's like here. It's kind of where we're at in terms of scale. So the gnome is definitely a teeny guy, which is cool. That's definitely, I feel like I don't know actually, I feel that ogre is maybe a little bit small. I feel like he's quite a bit bigger than the human in game at this point. So the ogre might be a little bit larger, but you get the idea. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, he's a bit bigger now. Yeah, because I remember when we were playing today, I was looking at the... I was playing like the bard, the human bard, and everyone else was an ogre, and it looked like I was much smaller. No. Okay. So I need to... I've been neglecting the legs apparently here. For those in chat, this is the concept. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the scale. The gnomes are about a little bit above the knee on the human, and the human is about as tall as the pecs on the ogre. So yeah, this ogre is like, should be like this. So that's a better representation of the scale. You could almost fit like 2 gnomes under an ogre. More ogre class race combo will be coming online, by the way. Ooh. Meaning they'll get more classes to play as an ogre? What were the... I'll look at that later, I guess. So the gnome can definitely fit in his bag. Yeah, I think that was by design. From the sound of, like, when Sean said he wanted like gnomes to ride on ogres, I thought it was a joke, but he seems pretty serious about it. Which I'm not against. I think it's awesome. I'm just, yeah, I was taken aback on his seriousness of it. I feel like they need a neck or something though, because this looks kind of, I don't know, this, or the head needs to be shrunk or something, because this looks really strange to me. I'm gonna shrink down the head real quick just to see what it looks like here. I don't know, it just looks very strange the way it's just sitting on the shoulders there. I don't know, I think it's... I don't know. Gnome rogues can sneak into ogre backs and hitch a ride without them knowing. It's possible. So Gnome can definitely fit in the bag. People in my P99 guild pretend to ride the shaman polar bear form. I took a screenshot. Let me see if I can. I bet I could find it. Oh shoot, what's that? Imager. So we were on this raid one time in P99, and I took a photo of myself jumping, because like someone shrunk me, and so I was like jumping. Here it is. I jumped up on inside this wolf, and I kind of got a good shot of it, and I photoshopped out the other kind of leg of it and stuff, so it made it look like I was riding someone's shaman pet. That was pretty cool. I like that. This is my enchanter in P90 on the blue server. And here's I made a couple like funny little images and stuff. Photoshopped his big old forehead on iced tea. What else did I do? There's just other random stuff that's, you know, nobody cares about. But yeah, fun EverQuest goodies. I was kind of bummed that we're not gonna have like an erudite type race or something. I like the erudites actually. Okay, let's just bump this up to 1,000. Supporting it in different ways would be awesome. I'm not sure I got the context of that. It's probably got lost in the conversation there. To me, anyway. So much for their look is crazy hair. Here to Ice Tea. The EQ gnomes have way smaller traps. That could be part of it too. Maybe. Yeah, I think. I don't know. There's just like the kind of the weird gap, or lack, you know, just right here. And like the head is so large and like I don't know, it's maybe it's just how wide it is. I'm hoping will encapsulate different human cultures well. Yeah, like that's what it sounded like. Why there weren't other human races is because you guys wanted to just have like different kind of shades in the same race, and I think that honestly makes more sense than having a whole another race. I suppose. Where should I send my screenshots for you, by the way? If you just want to, you can DM them to me. Yeah. Yeah, if you message me, I'll just grab them off the Slack there. That looks better. So let's do that. I'm gonna take this off the thing as well. And then I can I think that helped. Looks. Yeah, I definitely like that the shape changed on the back there. That definitely helped. Kind of more bit of a hunch. Okie dokie. Yeah, it's 8:15 now, so, and I'm still kind of like working my way through just the high poly version, the sculpts. So we're definitely not going to get this kind of to we're not going to finish this tonight, basically. But I think we could probably at least maybe get the shape on this high poly kind of where we want it. Then tomorrow I can do the boring part off stream because nobody wants to watch me do topo and UV stuff. Goblin, have you been working on modeling or painting armor at all? I thought you mentioned doing some of that. Goblin did the animations for the ogre that are in the game right now. That's what he was kind of working on last time, or recently anyway. She did a good job on. I think the run cycle might. I think I already mentioned it. It's a little bouncy, but I think it's a good animation. Okay, let's see. I think the legs probably come in the body a lot, don't they? Doing a bit of modeling, a bit of texturing, a bit of animation, and some more technical conversations with Ollie. So mostly more thinking than doing almost. What was the deal with the splitting the models up? It sounds like we're not slicing up the character models anymore for the armor. Did you guys? You're setting it up a different way, or there's a solution, or what happened there? That was kind of I wasn't able to partake in that conversation. How will armor work in Monsters and Memories? Will it be modeled or just textured? on the base model or a mix? How does the game art world handle doing that in a way that scales well with different character models and sizes? I feel like I heard in EQ that it was all custom, which sounds like a lot. Not a fun way of doing it. EverQuest, yeah, I think all the textures were unique. That's why, like, all the different races had the armor looked different on them because it was all unique texture for all that stuff, which is definitely is a lot of work. And we're not doing it that way. At least we're not having unique textures in that way in Monsters and Memories. However, from a technical standpoint, I think we are planning on doing like just a texture swap for the armor, like that, like the way EverQuest does it. I think there might be some like helmets and stuff will definitely have their own geometry, and there's going to be some other stuff you can equip on your back and your shoulders. And I saw we had some bracer geometry for your wrists and stuff. I don't know about boots though. So we're still. I'm not really sure what the. I'm not really like certain on the plan. I think we're kind of like still figuring stuff out. Okay, I think I might need to merge these bits now, but I want to do the neck some more here. Is your system set up so that one piece of armor will fit on everything? Yeah, as Goblin said, yeah, we're trying to set it up so that we can make one texture, like one set of armor. Like a plate, like the plate we do the texture for the plate armor, and then that one texture should be able to fit on all the different races. So that's why I'm like trying to make sure that the UVs are set up properly for that to work. Is it blend shapes? I'm familiar with the term. I'm not sure what all that entails or if it's efficient or something like that. I think blend shapes refers to kind of modifying the geometry and stuff. I'm not like super familiar with working with them myself. I think they're used for like facial animation and that sort of thing. I don't think we're using blend shapes for anything. As far as I know. So Goblin said, we aren't going to slice it up. Yeah, we figured out how WoW did it, which will allow for a lot of artistic freedom when it comes to applying materials. Basically now torso pieces can have art or layers that go over the shoulder and arms before with all these slicing method wouldn't do that. That sounds awesome. We're gonna have to talk about that, and I want you to tell me how that works because I'm very curious. I've always kind of wondered like how WoW does their thing, because it's very very the way the way it looks is very slick. So I'm curious. BDC Retro says to Nick, I think it would be neat for those illusion situation where you morph into another race and be able to get the finished look and not some weird glitchy graphics. Are you talking about like an ogre or yeah, you're talking about like when you morph into like a troll or an ogre, and since there's no robe geo, like you look like just a naked troll or ogre with like just a tint on the chest. Is that what we're talking about? We're planning on a mix of geo and texture. I've submitted several bugs regarding the illusions. They'll be functioning better now. The additional geo will have texture swaps as well, most likely. How fun was it playing today, by the way? I had a blast. Yeah, man, I had a lot of fun too. It was like my favorite part is just like, now that we have the animations, my favorite part was just kind of like, you know, sitting in a circle around like just some mob, and we're just kind of like plinking away at it, you know. That just that little bit really kind of is that's the base level for the game to work there, when, you know, there's a little bit of movement and stuff. It's working. It's really cool. That's when I started taking like a bunch of screenshots as well. Like someone mentioned screenshots, and I was like, these are the kind of screenshots that we need. So I tried to grab a bunch there. Oh, I see what you mean now, regarding illusions. Yeah, I think the design decision makes handling that stuff easier. Exactly. Gameplay actually felt challenging at times. Was easy to get ads if you weren't on the ball. Yeah, the social aggro and stuff was working really well. I think that sword that I was using was kind of making us a little bit too strong. It felt like a little bit too easy. Because I was smacking those guys for like 10 damage or something, and they were just, I don't know how much health they have, but they were kind of going down pretty easily for just the three of us. So I was like, I don't know if this weapon is too strong, or the tuning just isn't set the way we want it yet for that, or I don't know. Of course, it is like low level stuff, so maybe for a level 4 kind of situation, it's probably fine. I don't know. It actually has the same stats as the Rusty two-hander, but the two-hander damage bonus feels quite nice. It definitely felt nice to do that kind of damage. I wasn't sure if it was intended for that level range and all that, so. It's always nice to like, because it would really suck if I had a huge sword like that and I wasn't doing a lot of damage. Like the whole point of you know, big old swords is doing a lot of damage, I guess. Alright, where's this belt line gonna be for this guy? His junk is a little bit, He's pretty well endowed here. I think I need to maybe... He's hung like an ogre over here. That's not the right tool. Let's do this one. Goblin says you can actually watch the game play out. Watch your character. It's great. Yeah, definitely. I remember Kevin Jordan talking about that, how in retail and other games, there's no time to actually enjoy the fantasy and watch your character enjoy it. Too busy hitting buttons, so I 100% agree. It was awesome to watch. Yeah. Yeah, the pace of the game definitely feels good. There's no complaint there. It's really nothing to really complain about, honestly, so far. Other than when I tried to put in the human animations and everything broke. And that wasn't cool. Let's make this thicker here, so I have more geometry to work with. And 2-unit ratio is just generally good compared to other rusty weapons, so it's a good pickup. Yeah, exactly. And there will be more balance passes on it. In regards to aggro, does it vary based on level difference between player and mobs? In playing around in Mischief again, you definitely feel the difference when you can just barely get in range of red. Not really. We need to design in some hooks like that still. Basically a zero tolerance policy if you're low level and around a bunch of higher level reds. Right now there is a funky aggro rule. You can gain threat based on the mana cost of your ability. Casting within a certain proximity can be interesting, but I think we're going to start at traditional aggro rules and move from there. Now that the cat's out of the bag, might be some animation streaming. Nice. Yeah, I'm probably going to head off in about half an hour anyway, Goblin. If you're going to stay up and do some streams, I can send people over there. You should try fighter kiting with a two-hander. It's one area where a tactic from EQ will feel a lot more fluid to pull off, because how we handle auto attack failure. Out of range, out of line of sight. Instead of consuming a cooldown, it will just not fire. So you can leave auto attack on instead of having to joust. How does one kite with a two-hander? You just kind of strafe run and try to, like, you know, get hits in, and well, like, wouldn't they hit you as well? Like, what's the advantage to the moving versus just taking the standing there? I'm just a serious question, because I'm not actually, never really tried to kite with melee weapons like that before, so. I'm kind of really liking the shape of this guy now. Like his little little egg-shaped kind of pelvis going on. I kind of want to round the butt now. A little bit. Need to make his butt chunkier. And this actually needs to be just kind of one piece, because if your cooldown is slow, then the mob you're just trying to not trade 2 for 1. Attack, strafe run away for 5 seconds, attack, repeat. So your one hand damage, your one high damage hit versus their one low damage hit. Yep, exactly. And you use something pretty extreme like Tanner's Tusk. You end up dealing a lot more damage than them, and in a game about efficient use of resources, I never even thought about doing that. That sounds kind of interesting. I'll have to try that, because that's something that just never occurred to me to do. Okay. Let's see. How are we feeling about this stuff here? Do we want other bits to kind of come out anymore? Are we ready to merge things here? Is Goblin, you still in chat? I'm wondering what do you want to do about the profile here? Because I have the chin out way far like this. I'm wondering if we want to pull it in at all or anything. Also, it would help if I turn mirror. So I still kind of think the torso and pelvis should be brought up. Let me see. New folder. Torso and pelvis. So like this. Pulling it in a bit could work. The chin, that is. Yeah, let's try that. And a bit narrower. Narrower in the chin or in the torso? I think you mean the chin, probably. Did you do anything to the head there, I wonder? No, the head. Oh wait, you pushed the head in a bit too. I didn't do that. Yeah, that looks cool. Then I would say widen the hips, bring up the pelvis. The concept kind of shows his calves. Calves to the knee. Then hides the thigh. Okay, so that's the... Kind of looked like the thigh to me, so that's what I was doing. Okay, so widen the hips. Widen hips, bring up the pelvis. So just like, what the fuck just happened there? That was not, what the fuck? No, what are you doing? What? He just like, what? The hell just happened to his, it just, everything just fell down. It's weird. I don't know how that even happened. Just like the whole, these two things just moved by themselves. That was weird. With the widened hips, we can also widen the legs, I think. Widen the stance or make the legs thicker. Like this. Position wise. Actually, do this. It's got an epic stance. This gnome is ready for some shit, dude. Look at this. It doesn't give an F. What, did I miss anything else? I'll try not to be as ambiguous before we get to modeling the future. Yeah, like some of the references, like some of the concepts, like the dwarf has a lot of clothing and stuff that kind of obscures the kind of the shape of the body. So I think that's one that you might need to do like a kind of a, at least like you could do a line drawing over the top of that, just kind of the shape of the body you were going for. I think the rest of them, it's pretty apparent kind of the shape that the rest of them are. So I don't think it's going to be an issue for most of them. It's just the gnome and the dwarf had like just so many layers of clothing. Get the frick out of here, bruh. Yeah, I think the wood elf should be fine too. Yeah, I can kind of figure out where the shape of things are. So yeah, just the male dwarf too. Like the female, it's pretty clear. But we're not even doing the females yet. It seems like so. I wonder. Do you think we should do the female before we like? Should we do like a female human, female ogre, and a female gnome before we start going on to other races, or should we just do all men and then all women like after that? It's more of like a technical question, like how different are the female models going to be in setting up and stuff? Like, does it matter? I think we should do a female of another race next, to be honest. I think Sean was saying we want to get female counterparts sooner rather than later. Okay, so then I would probably suggest that we do, after this gnome, I'll go through and do the female versions of all three of these that we've done so far. Would do both if you're aiming to hit all the ranges. The females are different enough. Treat them as another race, basically. Because we have female NPCs, especially a lot of human ones. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I'll do that. I'll do the females of the ones we have next, after we're done. Well, after I'm done with this gnome. Yeah, this is looking good. Open the folder, you fool. Get this stuff out of there. Turn those off. And yeah, I think though he's kind of just about there. I don't know what other major things I would need to do to this thing before. I guess I'm just gonna like I'm gonna start merging stuff and kind of blend it all together now. And then it'll be pretty much kind of ready to start doing the retapo and stuff, I think. And we could move it to Blender and changes will happen there, if any. Yeah, I think so too. Well, one thing's for sure, I won't be playing one of the medium-sized races. It's going to be hilarious to either be teeny or huge. So, actually, can you imagine like what's the ogre gonna look like with maximum shrink? Like, is he gonna be the size of a gnome? Actually, that's probably something that's worth. I don't know if anybody's on the team has done this yet, but like shrinking down an ogre in EverQuest and seeing what the size comparison is to a regular sized gnome versus you know, maximum shrunk ogre. I'd be kind of curious to see what that looks like, the comparison. What about goblins or dwarves? They are in the nice middle. There's no sense in doing like too much like fine detail in this thing. Got the general shape of this at this point. Didn't merge the feet. I need to do that. Where are the feet? Yeah, this guy's looking good. I'm digging the gnome. Just make the shoulders flatter. Okay, so it's 2 minutes until 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is my usual stop time. So I'm gonna start on moseying, and I will. Let me save this. Shit, I haven't saved the whole stream. What's wrong with you guys? You didn't warn me, at all. Like, it could have crashed and I would have lost everything. What's wrong with you guys? You're supposed to got my back. You ain't got my back. I'm gonna have to make a save command. That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. But yeah, so hey Goblin, if you're gonna start streaming, you're not already, if you already haven't started, you totally should. So I'm gonna give him a sec to do that, and while I do my spiel, anybody who's unaware, this gnome that we've just created together as a team here, he is for this game that we're making. We're making a game called Monsters and Memories. The website is called monstersandmemories.com. There you can find out all the information about us, and there's a mailing list if you'd like to join that and get the updates. I think every month we send out one, maybe, about just kind of what we've been up to. And we also, everybody, or a lot of the people on the team stream, like I'm doing so at the moment, and Goblin is about to start streaming. It looks like he's streaming now. How do I raid people? I'm such a freaking noob with streaming. If I type this, yeah. So, Goblin is streaming now. If you guys want to join him, and Sean streams as well. He goes by A Loving Robot on Twitch there, and Pattis on there as well. I need to make I haven't made a thing for them yet. So I'm gonna have to do that. I'm sorry guys, I'm terrible at this. I haven't had much time to set up that stuff, but yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna take off, and you guys can if you want to keep watching Monsters Memory stuff, you can watch Goblin's stream. And thanks again for hanging out with me and helping me make the gnome and such. So